Here are 4 stages that your ex goes through psychologically after a breakup. The first one you're going to hate. But number 1 is peace, because it's likely that they've been considering this decision for a while, either because of a loss of attraction or just, irreconcilable problems in the relationship. And so once they finally had the guts to let you know that they're no longer in it, and they've taken the time to talk to you about it and think about what the next chapter of their life might look like, they're going to feel peace after going through that hardship of breaking up with you. It's for this exact reason that if you beg right when they break up with you, or you're trying to logic them into changing their mind, no amount of appeal is going to, counteract the thought and the effort that they put into this over the last, however long, okay? Because they're firm in their decision before they've taken the time to sit down with you and talk, or even just text you if that's the way they did it. Hopefully not. This is why you go no contact. But the second stage is curiosity, because once you've executed no contact for a period of time, and it's different for everybody in terms of how long you have to go no contact, but once you do that and you've really stuck to it the right way, you're not breaking it in these little subtle ways, okay, they start to miss you and they start to get curious about what it is that you're up to, because again, they're not hearing from you. And especially if you guys haven't blocked each other on social media, they're seeing the things that you're doing, and they're starting to get curious about what it is that you're up to. Now, some exes will start to breadcrumb you during this phase because they're putting out feelers. They can't quite feel that they're going to lose you to somebody else yet or anything like that. It's not quite that dire. They're not totally convinced that, you are the long-lost love of their life or anything like that. But they might breadcrumb you during this time, or kind of put out feelers to see where you're at. And that's why it's a big mistake to overdo it during this phase. If they message you out of the blue, you need to have some restraint in the way that you message them, so that way you don't communicate in over eagerness, because they're only curious. They're not necessarily bought into the idea of getting back together yet. The third stage that your ex goes through mentally is fear of loss. So let's say they put out some feelers and you are using emotional restraint in your response to them. Okay, you're letting their effort level guide the conversation. You're just simply responding to their bids for attention, and you're focusing on fun during that time. Okay, they start to have a fear of loss about you because they can tell that you're in the zone that you would be if you were out in the single dating world. It's during this time where conditions are really starting to get ripe again for starting to get back together. But in stage 4, now they're starting to think they made a mistake because, they made a decision, but then they didn't hear from you. They started to get curious about you, so they felt you out. And of course, everything was confirmed that things were going well on your side, and you could possibly be with somebody else, and they're afraid to lose you now, and they think they made a mistake.